Okay, so this is one of my earlier videos. Got this tank. I'm gonna build a aquaponics system. You can see it's cleaned it up a little bit, but there's still a lot of buildup that I need to scrape off. Need to get the caulk out of it, and then I need to drill at least 2 holes on the side here. And I'm assuming the sides are not tempered glass because of this, which is a nice indicator. Sorry, that's reflection, but usually when they throw those on there, they just have the bottom tempered. So get another video after I drill these holes here and start getting this system up. Okay, so I'm just getting ready to drill these holes on the side of this tank so I can have a discharge and a return. What I did, I just taped a garden hose. I'm lazy and cheap. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to use a bit on this. I'm just going to come in here at an angle, slowly make my groove, and then work my way down until it gets nice and flat. And we're going to find out if this is tempered or not, because as soon as I hit maybe a 1/16 of an inch, maybe an 1/8, if it's tempered glass, this whole side will shatter. And the reason I chose this side is because I can replace this side fairly easy if it does crack on me or break. But I did put some, my daughter's not going to be happy, but I used some of her Play-Doh, because when you drill through glass and you get all the way through, usually the final end you really push through so it has a chip out. This kind of helps prevent that. We'll see when I end cut it if the Play-Doh is worth it, or usually clay is a better substance, but we'll see what happens. We'll let you know. Okay, so fairly good here. I'm only down, it's like a little bit over 1/4 inch, maybe 1/4 inch glass, but it does take a while to get through, and you can see the flakes coming out. But like, seriously, just, I know it's probably easier with a bit, but I always just go at a nice little angle. This side's going to be covered up by a nice gasket. You're not really going to see much unless you scratch the crap out of it, but not definitely difficult. You don't need a ton of water. I could probably even use less than that. Just enough to cool it while you're cutting. And we'll get there. It's going to take a little bit of time. Okay, so the first hole was a success. And you got to be careful because it can get pretty sharp and you could cut yourself. A little bit of the Play-Doh left there, but it did work pretty well for Play-Doh anyways. Absolutely no chip out on the other side. I did end up scratching it a little bit because I missed my mark, so there's a little scratch, but I mean, the gasket will cover that up. And obviously this isn't a brand new tank, so there's already a ton of scratches on it. I got this tank for free, which was kind of a score, and I can't complain whatsoever. I mean, I had to scrub it and clean it, and I still have a lot of work to do on it, but all in all, happy. I got my discharge. It is close to this wood up here, but what I'm going to do is probably take a notch out of it and put my gasket around and my bulkhead fitting, and I think we're good. For my substrate, I decided to go with this hydrocorn gold label. And the person at the store said it did not float, which kind of does, but right now, I mean, don't go off this picture, but right now it's just, I threw it in my fish tank because I was deciding to cycle it and maybe clean out some of it. I've washed it out prior, but you can see all the sediment dropping. So we'll leave this in there a little bit, and then I'm gonna start running stuff and get this cycling, so a little while from now I can start adding fish. This all all this rock eventually will end up in my actual grow area after I'm done building my box. So, and then I did get my 2 holes on the side, so we're looking good there. But yeah, which isn't too bad because I will have 2 inches at minimum of dry area at all times, and you can see the water level is right there, so this isn't too bad. I'll be able to maintain my dry spot and keep my water level down, most likely right around this area. And when my grow bed's complete, actually that looks almost the depth of what it's going to be, maybe a little bit deeper. And then we won't have any rise or settle. There will be no water down here.